Hi guys, welcome back to part 3 of How to No-Hit Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. We are back. Sorry it has been a while, I do apologize. If you've been in my stream, you know why I've been away for so long. If not, well then guess what? You'll never know. Anyways, we're going to start back. We just killed Flexile, and we're going to make our way to the Rotten. But first, let's go. I got my mouse here so that you guys can see what's going on, where I'm pointing to. And let's see. What we're going to do after Flexile is we're going to go get arrows. And the reason we're getting arrows, we get a lot. Almost 200. The reason we do this is because Forlorn can actually invade you in this area. And it's really annoying. So you want to make sure that you have arrows. So just fast forward it. So you're going to go back to, you're going to go back to this bonfire. Okay. And you're going to head up the stairs. And remember, you should always have your Homeward Bone equipped because it will gray out if Forlorn is going to invade you. So you'll be able to recognize him and prepare yourself. So we got no invasion right now. We're going to just kill this guy. And then we're going to kill the guy up top. This guy's a little tricky because sometimes he can like hide and stuff if you miss him. So 2 arrows kill him, and then just make sure that if you see him shoot one of his arrows, you move out of the way. And we're going to drop down here. Going to break this. And then Forlorn, this is around the area that Forlorn can invade you. I think it's when you open this door, actually. So it looks like we're good. And remember, we got that key in Lost Bastille. And then we're going to kill this dog. And then what I like to do is I like to use a fire arrow for these barrels. So just step away, use a fire arrow when the dog comes in, and it'll one-shot him. And then we are free to go up this ladder. And this part I changed from how it's originally done just because it's a lot safer. So we're going to kill this guy. And then we're going to get our weapon back out and kill this dude here. And then there's one more guy that we're going to kill. Lock on, bow him. And the reason we do this is because we're going to go up this ladder right here. Because there is a really scary enemy that's hanging from the ceiling. And he can quickly hit you. So what I like to do is shoot him down. And then he'll fall and he'll just stay there. And you just kill him just like this. You can blow the barrels up behind him with the fire arrow. But, I mean, I have only 3. And we kind of need... I mean, we need like 3 for the Rotten split in the Black Gulch. So I like to just try to save those. But you can shoot that barrel if you want. So after we kill him, we just go down. And the reason we're coming to this area is for that item right there, which is going to be a bonfire ascetic. And remember, we have to kill the Rotten 4 times. Okay, so we kill Rotten 4 times for the soul memory so that we can go to Drangleic Castle. So after we kill him and get the ascetic, we're going to Homeward Bone out. And just fast forward it. Okay, so now we're going to go back to Majula. Man, I haven't actually seen this run in so long, so it's kind of nice to watch it. So what we're doing is, as you saw, we went to the blacksmith. We bought this spear right here, this spear. We use this spear in the Black Gulch, which you will see soon. So just keep in mind how many souls you have. Just save the 1400, at least 1400. So like when you buy your arrows, like I just did, make sure you have enough. And then what we're going to do is buy the cat ring. So, you know, you'll have a lot of souls. I know I'm covering the souls here, but when you do the run and you actually are playing, you'll see how many that you have. And then we go to the old lady and we're going to buy fire bombs. And our one more bright bug. That's what it's called. So we just spend the rest of our souls on the fire bombs and then make sure you equipped this freaking ring. There have been so many times where I haven't equipped it and I fell down, like I jumped down here thinking I had it on and I died. So just make sure you do that. You have full health, you're good. See, take off your armor. You don't have to take off your armor, but you know, I like to do it. So then we're gonna just pop our life gems that we have, and we're gonna just drop down here. This part really scares the crap out of me. And as you can see, we have full health. Then we just run off the side of here to where that item is, and then make sure you wait here for your health to go up, at least to like this part right here. It doesn't have to be full, but you see how much damage you take there. So then you're just gonna pop your life gems. And then I think this is the scariest part right here. This part really freaked me out. So you just roll off and then you land on this little ledge. You can land on the bottom one and it won't kill you, but just try and practice that. And then we'll grab these homeward bones. And now we're gonna make our way down to probably one of the places I struggled with the most when learning this route. But once you understand it, it's not too bad. I do a combination of what Outstarva does and McDrunkard. And then we're going to kill this lizard. Sometimes he won't die, but he'll fall down, and then you could just shoot him there. And then there's 2 guys that we have to kill here, so they're all one shot. So we kill him, drop down, and then there's 1, and then there's the second one there. Boop. Missed him. Easy. Next one. Missed him. Best aim ever. There we go. And then there's more homeward bones. I mean, you might as well pick them up. And then you get the... that lizard is mainly for the large shards, but you do get Titanite, which I think in this run I did something new later on. So just make sure you kill that lizard. Okay, so now we're going to drop down. Don't try to go too fast here, because if you fall all the way down, like that part right there, from the top before dropping on that little like platform, you will die. All right. Oh, I think what I do is I take my armor off because of this area. Yeah, I think that's why, because your armor can break and you don't want to deal with that. So what you're going to do is you're going to firebomb all these statues here, and then you're going to drop, go to the right, drop down, and then fall in the hole there. Get the bonfire. I like to get this bonfire and sit down just so I can reset the enemies to make sure that I know their pathing. And then we're going to just head over here, and then you see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in this, but what I look for is, I think is it this guy or this guy? I think it's this guy right here. Or maybe it's this guy. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen this run in a while, so we're kind of just watching it together. It is... Okay. So it's this guy right here. So see how he's walking over? So when we go down and we're going to... Oh, wait. Hold on. Is it that guy? I think it's this one down here, actually. Sorry. We wait for him to path backwards, like away from us, and then we're gonna kill these statues so that he is not facing us, because he can quickly hit you, and I just roll past him. And then we're gonna go over here and drop off of... This is kind of specific, so you see where this ladder is? There's another way that you can go, and there's like this big like dog thing over here, but you don't have to do that. You can go this way. So if you go over here, and then you see how this little like plank is sticking out, you're just gonna fall straight down there. Boom. And then back down. And then you're gonna head around and roll into this pot, because this has a Titanite chunk. And then you're gonna head back to where you were, fall down here, and then go up this ladder. It might look a little confusing. It's just, I know, like, you just have to do it. So you see, we go down. Okay, we fall, we turn around, we fall again, go in the pot, or go get the pot, break it, and then we come back out. Okay, and then we just go right in here. Boom, and then boom, just like that. And then we go up the ladder. Okay. It's not too bad. Like I said, this place you're going to have to practice. The way I practiced was I sat at that bonfire that we sat down originally, and I just kept running through this area and using a homeward bone. Okay, so we're going to go up this ladder. It's a really long ladder. And another one. And then get your weapon out. You see how I made sure that I had that equipped and I was two-handing it before I went up this ladder. See? Too quick, boy. Because there's an enemy right here and you just poke him. Boop. Poke him once, he'll fall off. Then you get to ride this thing and get second-degree burns on your hand. And you see where I am right here? There's a bridge that goes like this. So wherever the statue is in this plank, you're just going to go straight off. Boom. Just like that. And then again, make sure you're two-handing your weapon. There's an enemy. You just kill him. He's really slow. And then get your bow out really fast. Okay? So then you're going to bomb this statue. You're going to fall down. Get your bow ready. And there's an enemy there. The reason you do that is to get these poison arrows, which are really nice to have for later on in the run. Okay. And now this is the second part. So that was part 1. And then this is the second part. This part's a lot easier. Once you get past the first part, you should get past this. So you just go down the ladder. As you can see, this enemy won't do anything. You just swerve around him. It's really easy. And then, yeah, these pots are what can break your armor. So that's why I take them off. And then we grab this branch here, which we'll need for later. And that's that part right there. Pretty simple. And now we're in Black Gulch, which is a big pain. There are several ways to do this area, but I think the way I do it is pretty consistent. Okay, so we're going to sit down. Okay. All right, so after we get here, we're going to put on the spear. And then we're going to put the Silver Serpent Ring back on and put all of our armor back on. Okay. And we have our bow. We have our spear. The spear has a very long range. You can use the bow. You can use the rapier. That's completely fine. You don't have to. Or, sorry, you can use the fire bombs and the rapier. You don't have to use a spear. But it really, really helps out for range, especially when you're dropping down to Rotten. Because that part has killed me a lot, like the statues. Because if the statues, some of them will spit at you, and if they get you, you will take a hit. So you see how much range we have, and we're staying at a safe distance. So at that point, after we break this last statue, again, remember we have our Homer Bones out. After you break this last statue is when you'll notice if Forlorn's there or not. So it'll gray out. And it looks like we're safe, so we can continue. So we're gonna kill these. Okay, so if Forlorn invades you, I don't know, man. Like, he's really annoying. What I've seen people do, and I'm sure you can find this through Otstarva or McJunkard because they play this game the most. But what I've seen people do is just run back and forth from where you were, like where you originally just came from before you got this bonfire. Just run back and forth and shoot him with arrows. I've also seen people drop here, and then he will fall after you, and then you can just hit him off the ledge. But it didn't happen here, so I don't really have a good example of it. But the good thing about not having all the information is you can make your own strat. But the only thing about that is he won't invade you like every single time, right? So as you see, we just killed these statues, and then we're gonna have to put this puddle thing on fire because there's like these nasty ass things that come out, and then this one right here, the one right here. There's only 2 that come out in this area. So you saw I firebombed it. And like I said, if you have more fire arrows, you can use them, but I did that, and I use a fire arrow for this one. So you see, it's that one and that one. I just used another fire arrow. No, I did that. Bomb that. Bomb this one on the ground. That one can get you. And then this one over here. Boom. Boom. Okay, cool. So I lit this puddle on fire. And then now we're going to shoot the ones, or bomb the ones on the wall. So, boom. I like to take all the ones out. All of these. just like that. And that's the last one. It's really weird to throw in this game. It really is. As you see, I'm taking damage, which is fine because it's environmental. That damage is on purpose for our TSR. As you can see, I'm standing directly in the fire. And what we're doing is we're setting up our TSR so that we can do a little bit more damage. The fire is very tricky, so make sure you don't just stand in it. Give it a little space. Give it some breathing room for your health, because you can stand in it and then get out and you'll still lose health. So you just have to be really careful. Okay, and then we're just going to shoot this dude. He doesn't do anything. It's really easy. And what I'm trying to do is lock onto him. But it didn't seem like that worked, so we're just going to shoot him. Okay, so he's dead. And now we're just going to kill this statue here. And the one that's standing, just like that. Oh no, I think it's the second one that I lock onto. Boom, that was a good throw. Holy shit, that was a good throw. Yeah, I think it's this one that I lock onto. Yep, there we go. And then all you do is just shoot him. The spot that I'm in, he can't touch you no matter what he does, so. Okay, so once he's dead, we are going to aim and kill these statues here. We're almost done. We're almost done with this part, but you just really need to be careful. And throwing in this game it's so hard to do. You just have to practice. Like, that's why I bought so many fire bombs. And then we need to get this first puddle here. You can do it again. You can do it with fire bombs. And then I like to just wait here because the thing in there can actually pop out and come after you. But it's really easy. You can just kill him with the arrow, and then we shoot that one over there. And so we're done. Easy. So now we have our rapier and the spear out. And I'm just checking my equipment, make sure everything's good. Okay, so now we run to the right of this puddle. We go here, and then we use that branch that we picked up in the previous area. And once you get this guy, you'll get invaded. It's normal. It's every time. So wait for this guy to start like getting up and then swing. And then what I do is I light this bonfire as fast as I can, because that dude can come in there and he can get you. So we drop down and he fell. That's good RNG. Sometimes he will see, like, you have to break these statues, but sometimes what will happen is he'll come down and then you kind of panic and then you go crazy. So, but yeah, I broke these statues here. I'll show you again. So you're going to drop down, and this is why I get the spear, because it has such good range. So you have one that you need to break here, and see how I didn't get too close because it can spit on you. There's two right there. And then all you do is go to the right of this one and then to the left of this one. And that one right there doesn't spit. So now we are at the Rotten. We have to fight this boss 4 times. Very fun. Yeah, this guy's crazy. He's not that bad. It's really his AoE that you need to be careful with. And you need to make sure that you have stamina. Like, you always need to have stamina because he can catch you with the AoE. So, boom, he has an overhead. 1, 2. Always 2, never 3. Don't do 3 unless you know you're going to kill him. 1, 2. That's a spit. That's like a poison spit. You just need to get away from it. And you need to also be mindful of the arena because there's fire everywhere. And remember, your health is very low. Even though that fire wouldn't count if you stepped in it, but with you having RTSR, you could potentially die. So you just need to be really careful. So yeah, just try and stay in front of him. He doesn't have that many moves, and you're going to fight him 4 times. So you're going to learn his moveset. But a good thing to try to do, you don't have to, but a good thing to try to do is to cut off his arm. There's the AoE right there. You can cut off both of his arms. That attack, you want to get beside him like that, and you can get a lot of hits in. If you're far away from that, like if you're really, really far away from him, it's really hard to dodge if you're not close, so you just need to be really careful. And then once he's dead, make sure that you have your ring, your silver serpent ring, because you need those souls. And we're gonna burn our first bonfire ascetic. We're gonna get 3 bonfire ascetics to fight him 4 times. As you can see, we don't have 3, we have 2. So this is why I fight him 3 times, and I'll explain why after. Okay. So now what I do is I come back, I pop these souls, and I like to level up here. So you'll see our stats right here. I'll pause them. So these are our stats. We have 31 ADP. Remember, we got 31 as fast as we could. But we have base endurance. We have base dex. So we need to get more levels. So we get the ADP to 47. As you can see, 47 gives us 111 agility. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Dark Souls 1 has 105. So we actually get more iframes. People always complain about ADP, but you actually get more iframes in Dark Souls 2 with 47 ADP. And then we're going to level up our endurance, and that's it. Boom. Easy. And now we're going to head back. Okay, so remember, get your spear. And then for the second rotten, I like to use lightning. Lightning is going to be pretty much the one resin that we use for this entire run. So again, same thing. All that's the same. And then we buff here. You can do it like this because you're already at the bonfire. So the NPC that invades you, he won't have time to come after you. So you can buff there. Okay. So what we do when we come into the fight is we bait an attack and we get away from him and we stay in the fire. We're going to set up our TSR. Boom, just like that. 1, 2. So that attack, he can do a 3 combo. He can do like a horizontal swing, pretty much like that one that he just did. Okay, that's the poison. Just get away from that. That's a wind up. That's a really good punish to hit his arm with. 1, 2, 3. See, he can do an overhead or a horizontal. And that's a grab right there. 2 hits, always. Never run out of stamina. Not in Dark Souls 2. You do not want to run out. Overhead, easy punish. There's the AoE. You need to get away. You need to also learn where the fire is and make sure you're aware of your surroundings, because you don't want to run away and run right into fire, right? So you always need to be mindful of where you are in the arena. Okay, I like when he backs up because he's giving me more space to run away if he does the AoE, just like that. See, so we get away. But yeah, Rotten's not that bad. He's pretty simple once you learn him. And plus, you have a lot of iframes. So you can just roll into his attacks. See how I didn't punish him? I didn't punish him 3 times, even though he had a little bit of health. Always 2. Always 2. Don't go for 3. I think that's pretty common for most of the bosses in this. Well, the bosses that take a while, like Mirror Knight and stuff like that. So, okay. So now we're going to go back again. We're going to use these souls. And we're going to get 30 endurance. And now we're going to start getting our dexterity up. So I think I got 30, 25 there. All right. We're going to go back. And we need to burn our last bonfire ascetic. Same thing. All this is the same. We buff again. Roll his attack. Here, you can see the attack that he did here. Boom. Roll it. Set up our TSR. All the same. You do this 4 times. You're going to get sick of Rotten after a while, I'm telling you. But he's really easy. He's really, really easy to beat. You should never get hit on Rotten, ever. But also, make sure you practice before you start doing these runs. Obviously, when you're making save files and stuff. See how I went for that arm? I think, like, when he comes back from this attack, here, he swings. I think you can hit him on his arm right there. Boom. Yeah, it looks like you have enough time. But I just go for that gut, boy. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Just like that. Big swing. See, this is all you do. It's really, really easy. 1. See, I was too far away from him, so he didn't finish the combo. There's the AoE. I like this spot for some reason, but you just need to be careful of that statue, because you can get stuck on it. Big swing. 1, 2. Backward swing. 1, 2. See? That's the poison. Very simple. Very, very simple. Big overhand. That's a good punish for the arm. AoE. So yeah, see, he doesn't really have that many attacks. This big wind up, just a one-hit combo. 1, 2, 3. There's the wide swing. You see how I saw where that fire was? And I went for 3 because I knew I could kill him. And let me show you. Look at my stamina. Look how much I have. Because I would be able to roll away if I didn't kill him. So just be mindful. And that is all 3 Rottens getting through Black Gulch. I think we're going to stop it here. It's been a pretty decent time. So we'll pick up on the next part 4, right after this. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Any questions, leave them down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. If you know anyone that's interested in Dark Souls 2, if they, you know, like to play it, they've beaten it, they want a challenge, let them know about no hitting. See if they're interested, and show them this video. All these videos. Goodbye. Thank you.